It's arguably one of the more dangerous policies by police, serving a no-knock warrant. But who is it more dangerous for?
The officer serving the warrant or the community. The practice is banned in Milwaukee now, but the I-Team looks into what this means for public safety moving forward.
It's a flurry of loud yelling and screaming, guns drawn, the potential loss of life at the brink of one wrong move from everyone involved.
The reality is, if bullets start flying, those bullets go through walls.
One life lost is one life too many. Why take that chance?
2020 put no-knock warrants in the spotlight.
Say her name! Breonna Taylor!
After Breonna Taylor was killed in Kentucky during a police raid of her boyfriend's apartment.
The job itself is dangerous, not taking away from that responsibility, but this should help them to come up with better, more effective ways in doing it.
Adante Jordan is with the People's Revolution, a local grassroots social justice group advocating for law enforcement reform.
When you look at what we've had to deal with as a community and as an African community with police procedures or the lack thereof, the no-knock is the most dangerous.
Amid calls for change, banning no-knocks landed on the laps of the Fire and Police Commission, a civilian oversight board.
We asked the Milwaukee Police, please give us a factual scenario, give us the background where no-knocks were authorized in the last year, so we can understand when you think it might be appropriate.
FPC Chair Ed Falone and the rest of the commission ultimately voted to ban them entirely, despite a decrease in use over the last 3 years. In 2019, Milwaukee police executed 250 no-knock warrants, which accounted for nearly 3/4 of all warrants served. In 2020, that number dropped significantly to 81, and last year, just 6 reported for the entire year, per MPD online records.
Now, that's a very small number, and when you have that few, then it raised the question, well, should we have any?
This is just one more tool that gets taken away for our safety and for the community safety in this kind of heightened time of police politics.
The president of the Milwaukee Police Association, Andrew Wagner, is urging lawmakers to reverse the action of the Milwaukee Fire and Police Commission. Proposed legislation would prohibit local entities from banning no-knock search warrants. Falone says the FPC and MPD worked together in researching the use of no-knocks for about a year, adding they requested information on the 6 no-knocks in 2021. And the data, he says, showed the risk was not worth the reward.
At least 2 of those were instances where the police were observed arriving, and the individuals in the house already knew the police were there. So there was no element of surprise.
Wagner calls the ban an impulsive decision based on political pressures after the death of Breonna Taylor.
All of a sudden we see a couple national stories and what I feel is a knee-jerk reaction, to now ban them all.
The biggest difference between a knock and a no-knock warrant is the element of surprise. Right now, Andy Wagner says officers need to wait a reasonable amount of time between knocking and if they have to force entry. But there can be a big disparity there, depending if you're in a 1-bedroom apartment or a full-size house where it might take a little longer to answer the door. But just how much of an advantage does a no-knock give police?
It gives the officers about 5 seconds of surprise. The element of surprise is here.
A 5-second heads up. I mean, is that worth it?
There's going to be risk in anything we do. And to judge that risk, whether it's safer or not for the officer to enter knock or no knock, I think that the no knock, there's less of a risk for suspect injury and less of a risk for officer safety in certain situations.
Wagner fears the full ban on using no knocks puts police in far more danger and may result in more line of duty deaths. Whether or not this policy is safer will come with time.
And that's unfortunately how things work, right? You have a major tragedy that happens, and then you're going to see, well, if the officers were given these tools, then maybe, officers weren't killed.
Something could happen tomorrow, and fingers will point to the commission and say, well, you made the wrong decision. Well, that's the responsibility we have as the commission.
Although the policy change bans no-knock warrants, Milwaukee police officers can still participate in them if another agency is leading the way and the chief of police signs off on it. Reporting for the I-Team, I'm Sean Gallagher.
Now, the I-Team requested information from MPD about any injuries to officers, civilians, or suspects as a result of no-knock warrants over the last 3 years, but we are still waiting on that information.